exam video, I chose to do the generations of The Little Mermaid. So we have the parents, we have the offspring, the F1 generation, followed by the offspring's offsprings or the grandchildren, which is the F2 generation. And so here's the pedigree, and we are looking at whether or not they have red or orange hair, and if they do, they are colored in orange on this pedigree. If they have any other color hair, they are left blank. And so we are looking at what the mode of inheritance is for red or orange hair within the Little Mermaid and within Ariel's family. Could it be X-linked dominant? Let's take a look. So we have X with a big R and X with a big R, because if it's dominant, you only need one big R for that trait to show up. You get one X from the dad, one X from the mom, and that would give all of the daughters an X with a big R from the dad, which would mean that they would all have red hair. That is not the case, and so we know that it is not X-linked dominant. X-linked recessive is you have to have two of the recessive genotypes if you are female, or only one if you're male. And so King Triton has his recessive gene trait, and then Queen Athena has two recessives. You take one from the dad, one from the mom, and that would all give all 7 children 2 recessive genes. With that said, they would all have red hair, but since that's not the case, we also know that this is not X-linked recessive. Autosomal dominant, you only need one of the dominant alleles in order to show or express the phenotype. King Triton has a dominant, Queen Athena also has a dominant, and they could combine a big R and a big R to have Athena over here, a big R or a small R and a small R, and you get all of the 5 in the middle, or a big R and a small R, which would give you Ariel, who then could reproduce with Eric, who could be small r, leaving you with a non-redhead child. So yes, it could be autosomal dominant. And autosomal recessive, they would both have to have 2 small RRs, so King Triton and Queen Athena, which would mean all of the children would also be small RR, which would mean they all have red hair, which is not the case, so it cannot be autosomal recessive. And finally, could it be X-linked? It could not, because we know that or could it be Y-linked? It could not, because Y is only on males. And we see here that we have females shaded in, which means that is not accurate because females do not have the Y chromosome. So it is not Y-linked. So we know that the only way of inheritance of the red hair gene in the movie The Little Mermaid is autosomal dominance. And here we have our sources. How did that go?